I'm kidding.
All right,
I'm kidding.
Now
I love
recording.
you. I love you.
Daniel,
open up the chat.
if you want to post in the mod squad and ask some of the mods there if they want to come, try to keep the chat kid friendly.
I'll do it.
Or
I'll do it.
yeah, Ashley can
All
do
right.
it because my announcements are too weird.
And then we can begin as soon. Well, I guess right now.
Should I be recording my? I have my
No,
setup to record
there's
it.
for the way that I record it is I have my recording as one audio and then everyone else's, like the headphone audio, as the second audio source. And
Sounds good.
for me to use just your audio, everybody else would have to record their own audio as well. And it's just easier if I use the backup. That way not everyone has to record. It's just one person, me, doing it. So it's all good.
Great, that makes it easier.
Right,
and
you
less
ready, Daniel?
taxing on my computer. I'm ready.
Miss Click,
I
you
was
ready?
born ready.
I'm always ready. You know me.
And Ashley, you ready?
Vroom, vroom. My motorcycle is revving and ready to go.
Oh, that's not the right
That's
one.
spirit.
Yeah.
I just know there's a collection of GIFs out on the internet of just Miss Click making faces.
Oh, do you know who J-Link is, Miss Click?
Oh, I know. He's one of the people who makes all of those freaking emotes.
Okay.
He's one of them.
I didn't know this. He was one of the first people on my Discord server. Like, when it was first made. Yeah, he said he was there when there was only like 11 people. So
Jesse, I typed in the mod squad that we need some help with moderating, and there are a few people saying that they're not mods in your streams. So you might want to fix that if you want.
I'm making them. I see J-Link
What do we
is
need
now a
them
mod.
for?
Hyrule Gamer, add moderator, Gibbs. Gibbs was supposed to be a mod. That must be a different YouTube channel. Alright.
Sin, hi! Sin Elite is here too. He's one of my patrons. Hi, buddy.
Oh, hello.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yes.
Everybody,
I'm ready.
to go.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's see if I can do this without messing up. Alright. Alright. Let me go back to the Google Doc. I'm trying to get the Google Doc up. I can remember what I'm supposed to say, but I can't remember the names of all of the Patreons. So.
Okay.
Alright. Everybody's good?
Everybody's good.
Alright. What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse, as some of you all may know me, and here with me today is my good friend, Daniel. Go ahead and introduce yourself for those who may not know who you are.
Hey everybody, I'm Daniel. If you don't know who I am, this is probably your first time watching this podcast. I co-host. You can follow me on Twitter at @CaptainBurgerson, and I do lots of fun things. And I spent all morning just changing the colors of people's titles on Discord. So
Yes, we went
that's what I
through
do.
heavily organized the Discord server since we're reaching 1,000 people.
I played with colors.
And we have two guests here with us for the first time on the podcast, but not the first time on the channel. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Champion Ashley, for those who may not know who you are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Champion Ashley, and I am a very small channel as of right now. I do mostly Nintendo stuff, but when I have the opportunity, I do discussions and Kingdom Hearts based stuff. I also do quite a lot of Pokemon and Zelda, and while I don't do it right now, I have a series called Lore of Gaming where I talk about the lore of your favorite video game franchises. So even though I haven't done one in a while, but hopefully I might get on one soon when the opportunity calls for it. So yeah, that's me.
Alright, and last but not least is another special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Miss Click.
I'm not special. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Miss Click. I was up until actually recently a Twitch and YouTube streamer. I will be now just a Twitch streamer and a YouTube specific content creator. I stream pretty much all games ranging. My childhood love was Nintendo. I've spread my love now to PC gaming as well, so we do a whole bunch of different games. Also uploading content to YouTube. You can find me at almost everything. Miss Click Gaming on YouTube, at _Miss Click on Twitter, on Instagram. If that's too confusing for you, MissClickGaming.com. It's probably the easiest to find all of my links on everything.
All right.
And that's it.
And it is the week of February 10th. So we have a lot of great news concerning apparently the leaked Metroid Prime 4 developers. Nintendo has given details on their Switch reward system. I'm getting tongue-tied. We should have started this. There has been confirmation on Toad's head being an actual head and not a hat, like a lot of people theorized. Crash Bandicoot may be coming to the Nintendo Switch.
So excited.
And we have new trailer and possible release dates for Kingdom Hearts 3. And then, as always, we will end with questions sent in from viewers like yourself. If you have questions that you would like to have answered, comment them below on the live chat, on our Discord, or in the video. But if you want to guarantee your question gets answered on the podcast, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where we will prioritize your questions along with a lot of other cool rewards that you can receive, just as our Patreons who are receiving a shout out right now, who is George Martinez, Megan Neal, Casey Willis, Rusty Caulfield, Link Use the Triforce, Tight-Lipped Gaming, Robbie Morgan, shout out to us, Lovable Christie, Key of Time 15, Lunarium, Ashley, Monica, and Michelle. Thank you all for your support, and to finally begin the podcast, we have some interesting Metroid Prime 4 news. Daniel, since you are the Metroid fan on here, why don't you go ahead and start us out?
You're muted. Your mic's not working.
What happened? Daniel.
I think he muted himself.
How's that?
Okay.
There we go.
What'd you do?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I wasn't working, but I just went into my sound setting and I just changed it by 1%, and
things were going so smoothly.
Swimmingly.
All we had was my self being tongue-tied, so
yeah,
it wouldn't have been a podcast if there were no technical issues.
As I say. Oh yeah, so
what's up, everybody? I am Jesse. Daniel here with me. Ashley just left to go get some drink, and we have the awesome Miss Click to keep us company. So, Miss Click, why should people care about you? Why are you on here? Who are you? What did you do with our milkshakes?
Who the hell is Miss Click?
Just listen.
Yes.
Milkshakes.
You want...
What?
You said milkshakes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, no, I'm great. I was just like, wait, what is happening? I was like, why did... I thought you guys had a moment. I was just going to let it happen. We all had a moment.
We can have a moment.
What moment did we have?
We just had one. I don't know.
A milkshake moment.
Listen.
This podcast has just been a gong show.
It's the best one, okay? But hey,
10 out of 10. Best content.
No, that was something I was saying to people earlier, is like, because they're like, oh, well, why don't you release like more scripted videos instead of the podcast? And I'm like, I could just work on like theory videos or top 10s, and theoretically I would make a lot more money because the podcast videos don't get nearly as many views as the scripted videos. But the podcast is so fun, I would rather do something that I enjoy than do something to where I make a bit more money. So this is why I love the podcast, when you have these fun conversations.
It's not about the money. It's not about the money.
Yes. So we usually title these interviews, I like to call them like, who the hell is Miss Click, or the
Who the hell
last
is
one
Miss
was
Click?
We can
like,
restart.
the one that we had with Holly. Like, who the hell is Holly Wolf? Who
Fake
the
gamer
hell
girl.
is?
Fake gamer
Yes,
girl.
I put that there specifically for the people in the comments. But with you, who is Miss Click?
Hey guys, so Miss Click is me. Why should you watch me? I mean, I don't think there's really a good reason to sell yourself really ever, other than the fact that I am very passionate about video games. I'm very passionate about my community and the awesome people that you're able to meet and to bond with. It's always a super fun time, and we have people in chat right now that I just love seeing their names and getting to know them on a daily basis when we stream. But I also embarrass myself a lot, obviously. Most of the time it is not intentional, and I think that's part of the charm, I guess, so my viewers say. But I mean, we're literally discovering and reacting to things all at the same time, and it's an absolute blast. And getting to upload to YouTube for now things that you won't necessarily get to see live is also something very special too. So I've been very honored to have the community grow the amount that has been growing, which is pretty well.
Z in the chat says we should watch you because of Taco.
Taco?
My cat.
Oh.
My cat.
Oh. That makes sense. I do love cats.
Good morning. Oh, I scared him every single time. Yeah, he's my
Wait,
my
show
partner
your
friend.
ceiling again. There's lights up there.
Oh yeah, I have LED lights.
Ooh, actually, that's neat.
Whoa.
That's some
Yeah,
real
I
Tron
love
business.
it. You ready for this? All right, seizure
Your
warning.
room is. Whoa!
Okay, that's it. That's all I
Actually,
got.
put it on the blue, and your room's basically a shrine from Breath of the Wild.
I know. I literally love it so much. I love it so much.
Gus in the chat says, do you have one named Burrito?
No, that's such a good idea, though.
Get a little corgi and name it Burrito, and then
Yeah.
you've got your.
Alright, so when
Because
Ashley,
they already look like burritos.
when Ashley gets back, we'll talk to her about her channel. But for you, Miss Click, what
Oh no, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. When did you start your YouTube channel, Miss Click? Why did you think everyone just wanted to watch you?
I actually, to be honest, I didn't think people would want to watch me. I was doing Twitch, so we were streaming a lot of just other games other than Zelda. For like, we were streaming Overwatch, and then we had a few other like PC games because I was, focused on building a PC. And then when Breath of the Wild, really, like they had Nintendo Direct, like while I was streaming Overwatch, and everybody from my chat was like, "We know you mentioned Zelda. Did you see the new trailer? Like they're coming in after seeing the Direct." And like, "Did you see it? Did you watch it?" And I was like, "No, I'm streaming. Like I can't really watch a Direct right now." And they're like, "Yo, you need to watch it." So I was like, "Okay, well, if there's a trailer, I like want to end stream right now, but I won't. So I'll go home. After I'm done, I'm gonna go eat dinner, and then I'll sit down and I'm gonna watch the trailer and I'll film my reaction, and then I'll post it on YouTube for you guys to see and for my sisters to see, because we have a special bond over Zelda. And when I filmed it, I uploaded it, I tagged it, titled it, put a thumbnail and everything, just so they, it looked nicer. I gave it to everybody else, and they're like, "Oh yeah, a couple thousand people have already seen this, and it's been uploaded how many minutes ago?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? You said 1,000? I have like 19 subscribers on YouTube right now. Like, what is this?" And then like I had to go to work the next day, and it was just like more and more people kept watching it, and more people kept subscribing to my channel. And people are like, "Can't wait for more content. Like, welcome to YouTube." And I'm like, I wasn't ready. Like, what am I doing? And then it was like, I just made so many more friends. Like, the community just grew in like a totally different realm, which is really like my childhood realm. I'm so passionate about Zelda, and so it was so amazing that literally people were wanting to be friends and like follow my channel because of something that I always thought I was alone in. And then you come to the internet, and then literally you see how many other people love the same things you do, and like that was so freaking cool. So like, having it, grow at the rate it has, I wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready for the YouTube part at all. And like streaming to Twitch for YouTube, like the time that we did, it was such a blessing. And now we'll be doing live streams just to Twitch as we aim for partnership, which was originally my goal. And now we're doing more of just uploads to YouTube. And I'm so excited because we're going to be venturing to cosplay soon as well, now that I have time, and just we're working on, the next goals for that. So I'm so stoked for that. But like, to be honest, I didn't think anybody would really want to watch me. It's been a really nice surprise.
Yeah, it was very similar to how Holly Wolf was introduced into the Zelda community, because whenever I think I came across you because of CC, maybe? CC's Gaming?
Yes.
So with Holly, she was commenting in a bunch of my videos, and then every time she would comment, there would be a lot of people. It's like, oh, you're a fan of GameOverJesse as well. And I was like, why is everybody responding to this person's? So I went to her channel, and then one of her most popular videos was her Breath of the Wild reaction. So it's really cool that both of you were able to kind of get like a launch into the Zelda community because of your live reactions.
Too. Yeah, it's so cool.
Now Daniel needs to put up his late reaction to Breath of the Wild and be brought in.
Like,
did you have?
It'd be so late.
Yeah. Did you have a reaction video to the Breath of the Wild trailer, Ashley?
No, I didn't do reaction videos because I thought that I wouldn't be a very good reactor, or maybe it wouldn't be good for my channel. You know.
Yeah.
I'm a very, because reaction videos is out of nowhere, but I still do reaction videos. Like I did Metroid Prime 4 reaction with my buddy Ed, and look how that turned out. My voice sounded robotic, so I'm still considering whether or not to do reactions.
I don't really do reaction. Yeah, same as Daniel. I don't.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, well, just in case people were wondering what that reaction video would look like, when I was watching the, let's say the Nintendo Switch event a year ago, last January, we had that trailer that came at the very end. A little surprise trailer. I was expecting it, but this was me the whole time. So this would be the whole reaction video. It's just me. Like for a minute.
That's how I always felt. Yeah.
This is my eyes like wide. Well,
I feel like it's weird because you have different types of people who react. So you have like HMK, who's literally like you're afraid he's gonna punch a hole in the wall.
The dude, he's the king of hype for a reason. Like that dude reacts.
And then you have some people who you can tell like they've probably already seen the trailer and then they're reacting to it already, like again, and you're kind of like, okay, you already, And then like to be honest, like I never really saw an importance in reaction videos, and that's why I said like I would just upload it and then just give it to these specific people, my Twitch community and my sisters. But I didn't think everybody else was, gonna see it. And so when people were like, thank you for your reaction, I was like, wow, and people are saying, thank you, you're reacting the same way as me. You never know, Daniel. Like maybe some people are like, I was the exact same way. Like I didn't scream and yell, but I also didn't cry. I was just
okay, well, I did almost cry at the end of that trailer. Like honestly, the same with the first trailer. Like those brought out some stuff in me, but like I don't know. I'm not a vibrant reactor.
What really did it for me. The way that they incorporated that Zelda theme.
One of the best trailers.
Oh yeah.
One of the best trailers ever.
I'll tell you, Commonwealth Realm had a really good reaction video, but mostly because there's one part where, in the first trailer, that he pushes the rocks over the cliff and it kills the bokoblins underneath, and he just goes, "Fucking rocks!" And he's just like so excited, and just.
And this was Conrad or Joey?
Yeah, Conrad, and he just got so excited, and he swears, but he just is like effing rocks, and just.
Yeah, because before
nothing is better than that.
Like in Ocarina of Time, you could pick the rocks up and throw them, but that's it.
But that was just genuine excitement. Like he was so hyped that just like rocks got him excited and jumping. So I couldn't match that.
All right, well, Miss Click, you're now old news, but where can people find you before we move on to the new? Champion Ashley.
I would just honestly point everyone to MissClickGaming.com. That's the easiest way. You can find my Patreon, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, everything's on there. Just MissClickGaming.com. It's short, sweet, and simple.
And Patreon?
Yeah, there is Patreon. There is Patreon there. So if you would like to be part of my cosplay journey, check it out there.
And moving on.
I gotta ask. Before we move on, I'm gonna talk over you again, Jesse.
Again.
Everyone talks over everyone. That's the fun of the podcast.
That's the fun.
It's not scripted.
I mean, there was a video about this before on the channel where you interviewed Miss Click, but I wasn't there, so I never watched that video. meant. No, but I gotta ask, the name Miss Click, I'm always curious about where people's usernames come from. You know, like Jesse's GameOverJesse was sort of as something of a tribute to Game Over Gregory. Bergerson for me kind of just came from someone actually just screwing up my real name, and I thought it was hilarious. Miss Click, what is the origin of the name Miss Click?
The username actually didn't exist, at least for me, for a while. It was pretty recently that I had come up with it. I wanted a really just super. I was part of a gaming clan before I started streaming, and before I got married and everything. I was part of a gaming clan, and they were like, okay, well, we need you in the forums. Can you sign up and make a username? And I wanted Sheikah Pirate Princess Bounty Hunter or something like that, to put them all together. And it was too long for the forums. It was too many characters, so they're like, all right, we just do something short, sweet, and simple. And I'm picky, I couldn't decide something. And one of my good friends I always gamed with, he would always scream, no, that was a Miss Click, every time he'd mess up, and we just kept laughing. So the one time I copied him, and I was like, no, that was a Miss Click. He's like, ha, you're a Miss Click, get it? Because you're a miss and a click. And I was instantly, I was like, that's good. I really like that.
It's
so
a
the
pun. That makes me love it even more.
Spelling of the Miss Click, yeah, because so that's where it came from.
I like that story.
All right, and we'll start off with the same question for you, Champion Ashley. Where did your name come from?
The origin. I can guess the second part of Champion Ashley.
Yeah, well, I've always loved the name Ashley, which is different from my real name. I just thought Ashley is a cool name. No, my actual name isn't Ashley, but I just started, hey, I'm gonna call myself Ashley. So,
is this a plot twist?
The actual origin of my name, Champion Ashley, comes from an inspiration. See, if you couldn't tell, I love Pokemon. I am a gigantic Pokemon fangirl. I've loved Pokemon since I was little, and one day I was going through a YouTuber's comment section. I can't remember who it was, but there was this user named Champion Rosa, pronunciations, and I thought, you know what, Champion Ashley, and what is the thing that you always do at the end of the Pokemon game? Become the champion. And I thought, Champion Ashley, the title of a Pokemon champion. Contrary to popular belief, I did not make my name from the champions of Breath of the Wild. Contrary to popular belief, I made that name almost 4 years before Breath of the Wild even came out. So I actually didn't make my name out of the champions, but hey, I ran with it, which is why my channel has kind of a champion motif on it. So nice. That's the origin of my name.
Nice.
All right, and what kind of content could people find on your channel?
Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I do mostly Nintendo stuff, but I also do occasionally some random discussion videos, and I also do Kingdom Hearts stuff. I'm trying to do as much Kingdom Hearts as I can, but since there's already a buttload of Kingdom Hearts YouTubers out there, that the amount of topics that I can do is kind of short right now. So when I can, I try to get out a Kingdom Hearts video, but right now I'm still sticking with mainly Nintendo.
Good enough to me.
Yeah. So what originally inspired you to make your YouTube videos?
That's also a very funny story. See, I said that I'm a Pokemon fan. My first Pokemon game ever was Pokemon Platinum, and I was a very stupid Pokemon gamer, and I thought that you only needed to use your starter Pokemon, and only your starter Pokemon. So I picked Chimchar, since I love fire types, and so I went through the entire game, all the way up to the Elite Four, with just Chimchar, who is now in 8th. And I couldn't get past Bertha, the ground type Elite Four Sinnoh member. And so I basically went to the internet to maybe find some help, which is a bit stupid because I should have caught more Pokemon instead of using my one starter. And I stumbled across this guy called Purple Rodri, who did Pokemon Platinum Let's Play, and I couldn't stop watching it. It was so awesome that I loved watching him play through Pokemon games, and I decided to, maybe one day when I'm old enough, I'll make my own YouTube channel. And actually, and then over the years, I started changing my gaming taste over to a little game called Minecraft. And actually, if you guys didn't know, back in the day, when in the very early stages of my channel, I made Minecraft videos. I still have one Minecraft video, and it's of me and another girl playing a Minecraft minigame. It's probably still up there. You probably can go look at it. But I started out with Minecraft videos, but then I met Andy McIntyre Productions. I just commented on one of his videos, and he commented back, and we became best friends after that. And I talked to him regularly over Skype, and he said, you should maybe change your channel over to, Nintendo stuff. And I did it, and I ran with it. Actually, Andy was the way that I met you, Jesse. He introduced me to you, and my life has pretty much never been the same since.
Yeah, I've ruined it.
I ruined it. You've practically saved my channel. Like, I would have never gotten to over 200 subscribers if it hadn't been for you and your influence. So really, I have you to thank for saving my YouTube career.
Well, thank you for that. That's something, I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but that's something that I always try to do, because there's a lot of people who, and I do this on my Discord server as well. Actually, Daniel and I, we literally just had a contest to try to help other people out. But whenever we mentioned Sasizi earlier, and then there's also RMFH and who knows how many other people actually, but there's whenever I started passing like 10,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers, I would remember back to when, in the same way that Andy talked to you to help you out on your channel when you first started, Andy, HMK, and everyone, when I first started my channel, they would talk to me and give me advice, and then we all ended up starting that group, the Chamber of Sages. But I remembered how they didn't necessarily reach out to me first and like give a helping hand, but it was after I started my YouTube channel that they started giving advice and stuff. And so I looked at it as, well, I don't really know how to describe it, but I would basically go to YouTube, type in Zelda Theory, and purposefully look for channels that maybe only had like 10 subscribers or 100 subscribers, and then the videos they were posting only had like 10 views or 100 views. And I would look at those Zelda theories, and if there was some that I thought were good, then I always thought that just because a channel, like a video's not getting as many views or they don't have as many subscribers, doesn't mean that the stuff they're doing isn't good. It's just no one's giving them the chance. So that's when I reached out to RMFH and Sasizi and a few other people, and now RMFH has over 20-something thousand subscribers, and Sasizi has her own huge community, and she has her Twitch community and everything, and like, it's not because of me, it's because of the stuff that they made. But I feel that someone reaching out that is a bigger channel being like, hey, you can come on videos, and some of my subscribers will come over to you and it'll help you out, you'll grow your own fan base. And I think that's really helpful. Like the competition that Daniel and I did, we literally posted in the announcements like, hey, everyone who is interested in being on YouTube or has their own YouTube channel already, if you want to be in a video with us, just record an example of voiceover, and Daniel and I will go through and pick a couple of people, and we pick 2 people.
Some really good submissions too.
And, like, they had their own YouTube channels, but neither of them have like more than a few hundred subscribers, so it's nice to kind of give back, I guess, is a way to
really
say
awesome.
it. So.
And even my own channel too.
Oh, sorry, Daniel.
Oh no, go ahead.
God,
Ashley.
interruptions galore.
I always
anyway,
talk at the same
think
time
that-
as people.
I also think that the theory that really caught your eye was my Breath of the Wild as a Twilight Princess sequel theory video. That was my first really good Zelda theory that I think launched the channel, and I think you saw potential in me and you took me on as your apprentice after that video, even though it's horrible to watch now. I did it in Movie Maker back then, and I had like a stage mic to record with back then, and I was very nervous. So, but it is still fun to watch every now and again, just to see how far I've come since from the basement to running out with the big dogs, you know?
Yeah, so that's basically like why I do it, is that like there's a lot of people that watch a YouTube channel, and then there's some people that I'll reply to in YouTube, and I guess I may have been like this a long time ago, but it's like you never even think that the person will read your comment, let alone reply. And I never think that I'm someone's favorite YouTube channel, even though people have told me before. But if you think about like the way that people on YouTube are looked at, I don't really like using the term YouTuber for reasons I've explained before, but there's been like you never really think that you're going to have any sort of interaction with people that are like more well known on YouTube or whatever. So whenever they reach out to you, and it's not even you reaching out to them, just like, hey, this guy already has his own following on YouTube, and he came to me like asking me to be in one of his videos and whatever. So it's just stuff like that. People that you never think you're going to have a chance to do something like that, and then suddenly you do. So I like to do that with people. So anyways,
Do you have any other questions?
no, I think
Other than I heard you have a snappy new intro, Ashley.
Made by a certain somebody in this podcast.
yeah.
Oh,
Plugging, yeah. Kane
Good old
made
Daniel.
my intro and outro.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think this brings us to one of my favorite parts of the podcast, the questions.
Oh yeah.
So everyone in the chat, get your questions ready, and after the
Rhyme 'em.
questions, the podcast will be
Ready,
over.
set, go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do a different intro for the podcast, or for the questions, because the mailbag goes up
Okay.
separately. So everyone ready? All right.